everyone, it's Lizzie. One thing you should know about me is that I have problem skin. What do I mean by problem skin? To put it simply, I have a really big problem with my skin. But seriously, by problem skin, I mean that I have very oily skin and I am prone to breakouts all the time. It's something that I deal with on a daily basis. Just as a disclaimer, I don't claim to be an expert whatsoever, but I have dealt with it for a really long time, which means I have used hundreds of products. I've been to doctors and dermatologists and been prescribed so many different things, so I thought that I would just share some of that information with you. In my high school, we had pretty strict rules about dress code and appearance. Boys' hair couldn't touch their collar, skirts had to be a certain length, absolutely no makeup, and hair had to be a natural color, no dyes of any sort. However, when I started high school, my skin was also starting to be horrible. As a way for me to distract from the horrible, red, angry, blotchy skin I had, I wore makeup. Now, there weren't any YouTube videos for me to watch and I had absolutely no idea on how to wear makeup, so that resulted in me using eyeliner, solid eyeliner, in the blackest of blacks. And of course I stood out, and of course my teachers told me off about it. Did that stop me wearing makeup? No, it didn't, because I still didn't want people focusing on my horrible skin. There came a time where I came across this product and it was some kind of color correcting cream. Basically, it just claimed to correct skin redness. So I thought, brilliant, this is gonna work for me. On Monday, when I got to school, first thing my friend said to me was, "Lizzie, why are you green?" Massive fail. To make it even worse, it was the kind of cream that set so that your look would stay all day. Brilliant for me. I tried really hard to get rid of it, but it would not work. So I was the butt of many jokes for the rest of that week. Needless to say, it's a product I never used again. Having said all of that, I thought I would show you some of the products that I do use that I have found work for me. Like a hair routine, I try and change up the products all the time. I think that works best. Now, I haven't found something that's a miracle cure, but I have found things that help me to deal with my skin better than most products do. The first brand I have to share with you is SUKIN. It's an Australian company and it's like an all-natural, preservative-free, not tested on animals, and it's really gentle on the skin. I have the cream cleanser, I have the moisturiser, I have a lovely purifying facial mask, which is a type of kaolin clay. It's really lovely, your skin feels so soft afterwards. I also have their rosehip oil. Rosehip oil is never something that I thought of using. Why would you add oil to oily skin, right? But it's all natural oils, and when you add it to your skin, it kind of tricks your skin into thinking that it shouldn't produce as much oil, so it works really well. It's great for dehydrated skin when you're on a plane with air conditioning or heaters, or just in the summertime. I tend to use this one more at night, and I really love it. The next brand is NEUTROGENA. This NEUTROGENA Deep Clean Cream Cleanser is something that I have been using for a number of years now. I didn't think that it did very much when I first used it because it's just so gentle, but it is really nice. It only costs something like $11, and this will last me 6 to 12 months. Because of the way I rotate my skincare. The next one I have is also from the Deep Clean range, and it is a daily scrub. It has rice protein in it, which really helps to absorb the oil in your skin without drying it out too much. It's also a scrub that doesn't feel like it is ripping off the surface of your skin. It claims to control shine for 8 hours, and I think it does that, so I like it. Garnier also have a really great range. The ones for Pure Active, this one is one of my favorites, is really good for combination and oily skin. This Pure Active has something like salicylic acid in it that helps to combat imperfections for whenever you're wearing it. It's really light, it's really refreshing. I do tend to use it with another moisturiser just because I don't feel it's as hydrating, but it feels really good when you're wearing it, and it's a great base for makeup. Garnier have recently released a Moisture Match range. I decided to try it out. It was called a Mattifying Fresh Cream, and it's for the combination to oily skin, and I thought because it was called a cream, it wouldn't be good for my skin at all. But it isn't really a cream, it's like this aerated mousse type stuff, and it's really refreshing and also hydrating. I've been using it in the mornings for the last 10 days, and yeah, I really like it. I feel like I couldn't do this video without mentioning Lush because I have recently thrown myself into all things as natural as possible, and I love that they're not tested on animals. I've decided to go through a couple of their products because so many are made for oily skin and acne prone skin, so I thought I would see what else they had and then see which ones kind of worked best for me. So far I've tried out Brazened Honey, Catastrophe Cosmetic, as well as Dark Angels. The two products from Lush that I'm currently using and am loving so much so far is the fresh facial cleanser called Aqua Marina. It has chamomile in it as well as seaweed, and it makes you feel very mermaidy. It's really different looking, but it's really fresh and lovely. I tend to use this Aqua Marina cleanser at night time before I use the rosehip oil, and I find that that is a really nice nighttime routine for me at the moment. I also picked up a new fresh face mask, which is Cupcake. The sales lady recommended that if the Catastrophe Cosmetic worked really well for me, that this one would also be a good choice. And I've used it 3 times, not in a row. I've used it every second or third day since I've had it, and I think my skin is in love with it, which is a very good sign. It smells like minty chocolate and it's just delicious, but I don't eat it. I put it on my face. Okay, so I know that was all very rushed, but I just wanted to show you some of the products so you can see how many I have as a sort of weekly routine that I rotate through, and I find that that works so far for my skin at the moment. We're also just coming into winter, and that means that my skin perhaps isn't as oily as it would be, but it's still oily. And I still have acne every single day. I've listed all of the products in the description below so that you can read about them in case I skipped over them too quickly. So leave a comment below if you'd like me to do any kind of videos like this again. I'd be happy to do so. I just want to know if you're interested in watching them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye!